Building a new house in his 30s. My son really is impressive.
Oh, Dorothy, if you want to brag about your son, please do it elsewhere. I'm busy now.
Such a rude daughter-in-law who never visits. I actually forgot your name. I think it was something like Dummy.
It's Amy. At 65, you've finally forgotten your daughter-in-law's name? Isn't it a bit early to be getting senile?
Ah, yes. It was such an ordinary, unremarkable name. Amy, the inconsiderate daughter-in-law who hates her mother-in-law and never visits.
Being called inconsiderate by an insensitive mother-in-law who doesn't realize why she's disliked is quite an honor.
You've been so distant that I nearly forgot you existed, but you're still the same rude and insolent daughter-in-law. I'm relieved nothing has changed.
I'm also relieved that your forgetfulness isn't age-related. I'd hate for you to come crawling to me asking for care.
I'd rather be homeless than depend on you in my old age.
That's a relief to hear. Why don't you start scouting park benches now?
You, living rent-free in the house my son built, could never imagine the loneliness of a woman who lost her husband and lives alone.
You're right. I have no intention of imagining it, so I don't understand it one bit.
Normal daughters-in-law show more respect to their mothers-in-law. What kind of upbringing creates someone like this? Gorillas? Wild monkeys? Wild boars?
Even though you've met my parents, you deliberately mention animals. Truly the legend of mean mothers-in-law. It gives me chills.
When you first got married, you used to say, "I'm sorry, and I'll be careful." You were a more obedient daughter-in-law then. How did it come to this?
I realized that the more submissive I was, the more I got bullied. No matter how considerate I was, I got snide remarks and was excluded from family dinners and trips. So when you complain now about me being distant or not visiting, from my perspective, I honestly couldn't care less.
What a small-minded woman, still holding grudges about things from 5 years ago.
I certainly can't match your generous spirit. Creating a 70-kilogram vessel must have taken considerable effort.
Weight jokes won't work on me. Even sumo wrestlers are thin in their early 30s. You'll become like this when you age. Make sure to write down today's words and hang them on the wall so you don't forget.
There you go again. Always calligraphy this, calligraphy that. You're not even a calligrapher.
Shut up! I don't have time for any idle chatter.
That's right. What do you want? If it's more bragging about your precious son Scotty building a house, I've heard enough.
That's not it. I'm coming to see the house next weekend.
How typical of you to make it a done deal. Normal people would ask, is that convenient? But you wouldn't know about that. However, I'll be away on a company trip that day, so please reschedule the date.
I don't need you there anyway. Actually, it would be better without you.
I don't want you coming when I'm not there to touch this and that. Especially having someone in my kitchen is absolutely unacceptable. So please, choose another day.
Who do you think you are? You're just borrowing the kitchen in the house my son built. You're basically like a housekeeper. Don't go around saying, "It's my kitchen," when you're in that position.
Dorothy, you seem ignorant, so let me educate you. Houses are marital property. They can only be built and maintained through the cooperation of both spouses. This is common knowledge in modern times. Didn't you know?
Anyway, I'm coming as planned. Whether it's a company trip or an affair trip, do whatever you like.
I'll tell my husband not to let you inside that day, but feel free to look at the exterior.
What a nasty woman!
I learned from the best.
Take that cat with you, too. I don't understand what's so great about such an unfriendly animal.
You know that's impossible, right? And Scott will take good care of him. Besides, since you won't be allowed inside, the cat is none of your business, right?
Are you really not going to let me in?
That's right!
You're the worst daughter-in-law. You'll definitely go to hell.
Let's see who gets there first.
Ugh, my blood pressure is rising.
Did you hear from your mother? She wants to come see the house.
She sent a text message earlier. I haven't replied yet.
She's saying next week, but I have a company trip, so please tell her no. Another day would be fine.
Got it. I'd be in trouble if she came when you're not here, too.
Good. If you let her in anyway, I won't forgive you. You haven't forgotten about that incident when we were newlyweds, right?
She threw away all the organic seasonings you carefully collected and replaced them with supermarket brands?
She said famous brands taste stronger and better, or something. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry. I had spices from all over the world that I collected over time.
Your curry made with those spices was seriously delicious.
Also, she put that tacky patchwork floral cover on our sofa.
Ah, the one that's been at my family home since I was born.
And she put those weird round covers on doorknobs that didn't even fit the shape.
That was rough. They served no purpose.
This time, it's our new home that we carefully created together. Are you okay with it being contaminated by patchwork and doorknob covers again?
No way.
Are you okay with shopping district calendars being hung in every room?
I hate that.
Do you want a wooden bear placed in the entrance?
That would be a problem.
Then stop her with everything you've got!
Leave it to me.
You understand why I reject your mother so completely, right?
Yeah, because when you miscarried, she said, "What a defective womb."
It's fine for you to cherish your mother. In fact, I want you to do it fully since I can't. I just want to avoid involvement with her as much as possible.
I understand. That's why we moved more than 2 hours away from my family home and built our house here.
As long as you stay on my side, I think things will work out. So don't betray me.
I understand.
Don't forget to take care of Luke either. Food and litter box, please.
Okay, where's the cat's food again?
In the back cupboard of the kitchen.
Ah, right. Leave it to me.
I'm back from the trip and tired, and I want to see my cat soon, but I'm too scared to enter the house.
Why?
Because I see the shadow of an old woman who shouldn't be there in the living room.
That's me. I'm not a ghost, so don't worry.
You're scarier than a ghost and more troublesome. This is different from our agreement, isn't it? Why are you here?
I came to see the new house, obviously.
I asked you to not come when I wasn't here. I told my husband very, very, very firmly. So why?
Well, he's not the kind of child who would turn away his mother who came from so far away.
How many nights have you stayed?
I've been here since Friday night, so 2 nights.
You're going home today, right? What time is your train?
No, I'm thinking of extending my stay a few days.
Excuse me?
I was so happy to see my son after so long. Is that okay?
A few days is fine, but may I confirm one thing?
What?
You haven't touched anything in the house, right?
Don't worry, I didn't throw away any seasonings.
Good.
Basically, I didn't touch anything, but I did put covers on a few things.
Covers, you say?
You know how the doorknob shapes didn't match the covers at your old place, so I made elongated ones to fit modern door shapes.
Dorothy, why do you have such a compulsion to put covers on everything?
Because it's unsanitary, isn't it? Lots of people touch those places.
We have photocatalytic coating, so it's fine.
What's that? Some kind of religion? How questionable to spend money on such suspicious things as a wife.
It's cleaner than doorknob covers. You didn't put covers on anything else, right?
Just the sofa.
There it is. Once people reach a certain age, they can't resist putting covers on things. Please, remove everything immediately.
Why? This way the sofa won't get dirty and will last longer.
I appreciate the sentiment. I understand not wanting it to get dirty, but we care about the appearance too.
I understand. Since you hated the floral patchwork last time, I chose one with lots of little bears this time.
No bears. I mean, bears aren't bad, but no bears. Final confirmation. Did you bring shopping district calendars?
Yes, lots of them. From the pharmacy, sweets shop, and tea shop. Your calendar is no good. The print is too small and you can't write anything on it.
That's how we like it. That's exactly how we want it.
Even your clock doesn't make noise, so I brought our wall clock from home.
This is bad. I'm too scared to go inside.
You have souvenirs, right? Hurry up and come in.
Stop talking like it's your own house. Where is my husband? I don't see his car.
He said he was going out somewhere.
Excuse me for a moment. Can we talk?
What?
We made such a clear promise, so what's going on?
She just showed up suddenly, so what could I do?
I get it. I'm not heartless enough to ask you to turn away your mother who came from far away, and that's not what we discussed.
Then what?
Why did you give your mother free rein to do whatever she wanted?
A ridiculous amount of boxes arrived a few hours after she got here. I figured she brought stuff again and managed to stop her until this morning. But when I woke up this morning, the whole house had completely changed, like a dramatic makeover show.
This isn't what an amazing transformation. Why didn't you change it back?
I tried, but she kept saying this is how it should be, this is cleaner, and wouldn't listen to me at all.
So you just ran away?
I was suffering too, caught in the middle. Seeing all the furniture and interior we carefully chose turned into a retro-feeling house in an instant. Knowing how devastated you'd be seeing it, I couldn't bear to stay home.
I can imagine how bad it is, which is why I can't bring myself to go inside. I'm tired from traveling.
Be brave and go in.
You're the one saying that? Stop running away and come home! Your mother was excited to see you after so long, so I won't be angry this time.
Really?
She said she's extending her stay a few days, so why don't you spend time with her?
Got it. Thanks.
Wait,
What?
the cat litter box has been put outside.
That was another source of conflict. She kept complaining it was smelly and unsanitary.
And where's Luke?
He should be inside the house.
Then how is he using the bathroom?
I don't know.
This is unbelievable. I need to put it back in its usual place right away. I'm going to have a battle with your mother. Come back quickly and stop us, or there might be bloodshed.
I'll be right home.
Dorothy, can you use Google search?
Of course, don't be ridiculous.
Then could you search few days meaning?
It says a vague term referring to about 2 to 3 days or 5 to 6 days.
Right? Then isn't your definition of few days strange? It's been 6 months since you came to see the new house.
It also says the number of days varies by person and meanings differ by dictionary. For me, 6 months is a few days.
The amount of boxes was strange from the start, wasn't it? That's not the amount for a few days' stay.
Is that so? I have a lot of clothes, so I brought too many.
Did you plan this from the beginning?
Of course not. But my son said it's fun having you around, so I'll just live here forever.
Excuse me?
I've been living here for 6 months already, so we're practically cohabitating anyway. Let's continue living together.
I've been asking, aren't you going home yet every other day, haven't I? You've been making excuses for 6 months. My stomach hurts, so I'll go when it's better. Oh, there's a drama I want to watch today, so I'll go tomorrow.
What's wrong with that? You kept nagging me, so I removed the doorknob and sofa covers and threw away the calendars. What more do you want?
The problem is staying here under the pretense of visiting.
My son seems happy, so we can all live together as a family of 3.
Impossible.
I heard from my son that you're still holding a grudge about the miscarriage. You sure hold on to things.
My hatred for you has accumulated so much that incident pales in comparison.
You talk back just as much, so you can't be feeling any stress, right?
That's not the point. I can't stand the harassment you do when Scott isn't looking.
What did I do?
There has never been hot water in the tub when I wanted to take a bath.
Really?
When I ask you to buy cake when you go out, you always bring back exactly 2 pieces.
I just made a mistake.
$10 has been disappearing from my wallet every day recently.
Isn't it your imagination?
When I switched to cashless to be careful about my money, my bag and accessories disappeared as well.
How dangerous.
I went to a pawn shop 1 block further since the nearby one was too close and found them there.
Oh.
The shop owner said a chubby old lady sold them.
It must have been a fat burglar.
Are you still denying it? The shop has security cameras and said they'd release footage if police requested.
I heard somewhere that theft between cohabiting family members is okay.
What? So you're saying it's okay?
Look, this is the city, right? There are lots of delicious restaurants and I need money. Besides, I'm brightening up the house with my smile, so it's even, right?
Your silver fillings don't brighten the house.
Say whatever you want. I'm having fun every day. A lovely town, a lovely house, and living with my beloved son. Don't tell me to leave.
Fine, then I'll take my cat and leave.
Really? Is that okay?
Go ahead, you two be happy together.
Yay! I'm so happy. I'll gratefully live here.
I'm sick of my husband saying I'll kick her out eventually and keeping things vague every time I complain. I'm done with that guy anyway.
Say whatever you want. As long as I get the house and my son, I don't care.
I'll pack just my essentials and leave, but let me tell you something important.
What?
I'm actually the one who built this house.
What do you mean? Wasn't it my son?
Let me tell you about your precious son's true nature. 2 years into our marriage, he accumulated $30,000 in gambling debts. After that, he had an affair with a married woman and was charged $20,000 in damages. She was his boss's daughter, so he got fired for an absurd reason.
What?
I covered all the money, and he's paying me back monthly from his part-time wages.
Part-time?
He works at a convenience store behind the station.
No way!
Do you understand now? That man couldn't build a house.
But how are you earning so much?
These days, you can do anything with just a computer. I trade stocks and cryptocurrency, and I have several YouTube channels.
But you work full-time.
Our company allows side jobs, so it's cheaper tax-wise to have company insurance and put Scott as my dependent.
Unbelievable! So when Scott went to work every day...
Yes, to his part-time job at the convenience store.
But he got a job at a respectable company.
As I just explained, he was fired long ago.
A woman built this house and we're living here for free?
That's correct.
But you just said you'd leave.
Yes, I thought I'd give it to you if you want it so badly.
Is that okay?
In exchange, please pay the mortgage together.
That's not what we agreed.
Why did you think you could live here for free?
I'm elderly. You should treat me with more respect.
You get angry when treated like an old person, but when it's convenient, suddenly you're elderly.
A part-time son and unemployed me can't pay that.
Then give me back the house. I'll wait until you finish moving.
Where are you going?
I have a studio apartment I rented for work, so I'll sleep there.
How much money do you have?
Let me know when you've moved your stuff out. Excuse me?
I was wrong. I'll make Mom go home, so please come back.
You should be ashamed that you couldn't say those words for 6 months.
I was definitely wrong for neglecting the situation, but I couldn't exactly drag her out by the neck.
Then how are you going to get her to leave?
I thought we'd rent a nearby apartment for her.
What?
She seems to like this town.
So if I said I liked Hawaii, you'd rent me a place there?
That's impossible, but when people get older, they worry about their legs getting weak.
Your mother is still spry.
Anyway, could you compromise with that?
Who's paying for that apartment?
I'll work more shifts and do my best, but I'd appreciate some help from you too.
Why should I help a liar?
What do you mean?
Listen, you were pretending to be annoyed by your mother, but you were secretly getting ear cleanings from her at night.
Huh?
Also, you canceled your mother's apartment and moved her residency here without permission.
Huh?
Which means, even if we kick your mother out, she has no home to return to.
How do you know everything?
Watching a stubborn mother-in-law and a wishy-washy son, I obviously got suspicious and investigated.
It's not like that! I thought it was wasteful to pay rent on an apartment she wasn't using!
I don't want to hear any excuses. I can't forgive you two for thinking you could fool me and conspiring behind my back.
Sorry!
I told your mother too. I'm giving you the house, so you two can live happily together.
Don't say that! You know I can't pay the house mortgage on my part-time wages?
You are going to rent a nearby apartment, right? Live there together.
I won't leave!
Don't think you can continue after making such a fool of me.
Is this really worth getting so angry about? A mother-in-law stayed a little long and her son took her side a little, that's all!
Do you think I'm this angry over just that?
Is there something else? I haven't gambled, borrowed money, or cheated since then. Oh, I did go to slots once.
Thanks for confessing, but that's not it. You and your mother were kicking Luke.
What?
The pet camera.
We had one of those?
I installed it 6 months ago when I was worried about my work trip. You took good care of him then, so I didn't check it again. But yesterday, when I left the house, I reviewed the recent footage, and my blood ran cold.
Oh, no!
When he meowed a little, you yelled, "Shut up," and kicked him. Then your mother said, "No, you have to do it harder," and kicked him again.
It was all recorded!
I couldn't stop crying. You know how much I treasure him, yet you could do such a thing.
It's not like that! Mom said if you don't hit dogs and cats to discipline them, they won't understand!
Don't believe someone who seems to have time traveled straight from the old era.
Sorry!
And stop blaming others.
Huh?
I knew you were stressed, unable to get out of part-time work, and caught between your wife and mother. I knew job hunting wasn't going well, and it was painful.
Yeah!
But that doesn't excuse taking it out on the cat like a loser.
I was wrong! I'll never do it again, so please forgive me!
Impossible.
Don't say that!
I thought I could manage an appropriate distance with your mother, even with arguments. I even thought that if she eventually couldn't move around or had no choice, cohabitation would be unavoidable.
Really?
But I can't live with people who lie, deceive, squat illegally, and hurt what's precious to me, so let's get divorced.
You want a divorce over kicking a cat?
Huh? What if this were a child?
I obviously wouldn't do that!
Legally, animals are treated as property, but Luke is family to me, as precious as a child.
I'll think of him that way from now on.
You always called Luke's food cat feed.
Did I?
It's fine. That's factually correct. Nothing wrong with it. Some people might think I'm weird for treating a cat like a human. but I always hated that somehow. Not logically, just emotionally.
I never had pets!
That doesn't make kicking okay.
Honestly, I never found him cute. He doesn't get attached to me and always hisses.
Then go live happily with your mother, who's attached to you and makes noise instead of hissing.
Are we really divorcing over something like this?
You might see this as just one or two reasons, but various things accumulated and led to this end.
But
I'll give you 2 weeks. Move out by then.
that's impossible. I can't live in an apartment now.
I hope someday you'll find good work, build a proper house, and let your mother live there. That would be real filial piety.
Wait, the house is marital property too, right?
That's why I'm giving you 2 weeks to live here.
Is my contribution worth only 2 weeks?
Give my regards to your mother. We'll never meet again.
I'll kick Mom out, so at least let me stay.
2 weeks later, they both moved out and the divorce was finalized. Luke has since suffered from skin problems and gastritis. When the vet asked if anything stressful happened, I became even more unable to forgive those two. I have no regrets. They apparently rented an apartment they could afford with part-time wages and pension on the other side of the station. I wish they weren't in the same town. I demanded $10,000 for Luke's medical bills and emotional distress, plus $50,000 for the debt repayment I covered. When they screamed, "We can't pay this," and stormed over, I immediately called the police. They were taken away in a police car. The house is a bit too big for just Luke and me, but we're living happily and peacefully, surrounded by our favorite decor.